GMNA uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
We're starting with the top stories, beginning with one major development in local news, followed by two other updates that affect our community. Sunday was a big day for cycling enthusiasts as Vélo Quebec held its annual Tour de l'El bike ride. More than 21,000 participants took to the streets, riding through neighborhoods across the city. The event is a yearly tradition that brings people together, promoting urban cycling, health, and community engagement. It's a wonderful way to get outside and enjoy the city from a different perspective. The massive turnout is a testament to the event's popularity and the community's enthusiasm for cycling. Vélo Quebec's Tour de l'El has become a beloved event, and it's great to see so many people coming out to support it. With over 21,000 riders, it was certainly a sight to see on Sunday, May 31st.
A probe has been launched into alleged emission test fraud by trucking garages in the Quebec province, an investigation that is long overdue. Authorities were first alerted to the issue in 2022, but it has taken 4 years for the Quebec government to take action. The investigation will examine claims that some truck garage operators have been falsifying emission tests, undermining efforts to enforce environmental regulations and improve air quality. The delay in launching this investigation has raised questions, and it was only after a recent media investigation that the government acted. The probe is now set to begin on June 1st, and its findings will be closely watched, particularly in areas with high levels of truck traffic. The government's move is seen as a significant step towards addressing a problem that has gone unattended for far too long.
Researchers at Université de Montreal are set to take on a significant challenge in the fight against Ebola. This summer, they will begin laboratory testing of a new medication derived from plants that could potentially combat the Ebola virus. The research team will work in laboratories to carefully evaluate the effectiveness of this compound, which has already shown promise in early studies. The goal is to develop a treatment that can be used to combat future Ebola outbreaks, a virus that remains a global health threat. By exploring plant-based solutions, these scientists are working towards a potential breakthrough in the quest to tackle this deadly disease. The testing is scheduled to start this summer, marking an important step forward in the search for a new treatment.
A significant investment is being made to address the city's housing crisis. The Office Municipal de Habitation has allocated an additional $3,400,000 for temporary housing and support services. This move is aimed at preventing households from becoming homeless as the July 1st deadline approaches. The city faces a growing housing shortage, with many renters at risk of eviction. The funds, announced on May 29th, will be used to provide critical support before July 1st. This investment is a response to the urgent need to avert a surge in homelessness. The city is taking steps to mitigate the crisis, and these funds will be crucial in helping those at risk of losing their homes. The allocation is set to make a significant difference in the lives of many individuals and families.
A wonderful outcome for a great cause. The Téléthon Enfant Solil has raised a record $26,832,430 for sick children. This historic amount was collected during the annual telethon, which was broadcast from studios on Saturday, May 30th. Donors across Quebec came together to support this important initiative, which funds medical care and research for children with serious illnesses. The telethon is a special event that brings the community together each spring to make a difference in the lives of young people. The funds raised will go towards helping those who need it most, and it's a testament to the generosity of people across the region. Stay tuned, because after that bike ride story, we'll hear how Olympic skier Michael Kingsbury champions the Children's Hospital Foundation. We will be right back.
Watch the local sunset tonight at 6 p.m. for all your local Montreal news.
Welcome back to the local sunrise. We're just getting started. Let's dive into local stories with our first report.
Michael Kingsbury, our very own Canadian freestyle ski champion, has been appointed as the ambassador for the Children's Hospital Foundation. This move is set to take place on June 1st, and it's all about raising awareness and support for pediatric health initiatives at the hospital. As a highly celebrated athlete from Quebec, Kingsbury's involvement is expected to make a significant impact. His role will help bring attention to the important work being done at the hospital, and we can't wait to see the difference he'll make. Kingsbury's passion and dedication to giving back to his community are truly inspiring, and we're thrilled to have him on board with this wonderful foundation. This partnership is a great way to promote the health and well-being of our community's youngest members.
A fun night out under the stars at Jean Drapeau Park on Saturday, May 30th, as country music star Luke Combs took to the stage. The crowd was filled with excited fans, including some familiar faces from the hockey world. Cole Caulfield, Nick Suzuki, and Jacob Dobies, all forwards for the Canadians, were in attendance, enjoying the live show. This concert was part of a series of outdoor events at the park, which will continue to bring the community together throughout the summer. It's great to see local athletes out and about, taking in the sights and sounds of the city's entertainment scene. The summer concert series is set to provide plenty of opportunities for residents to get outside and enjoy some live music.
A unique performance is coming to a festival venue, celebrating the contributions of Black creators in the arts. On May 30th, Jeremy Ned will present a tribute to Black creativity, exploring artistic expression and cultural appropriation. This event is part of the festival Trans Amériques, which brings together contemporary performing arts works from around the world. The festival is known for showcasing innovative and thought-provoking pieces, and Jeremy Ned's performance is expected to be a highlight. By highlighting the importance of Black artistic expression, this event will provide a platform for important conversations about creativity and culture. The performance will be a celebration of the rich contributions Black creators have made to the arts, and it's an event that promises to be both powerful and moving. It's a great opportunity for residents to experience something new and meaningful.
A significant effort is underway to address homelessness in the Latin Quarter neighborhood. 7 psychosocial patrol teams will be deployed in the area to de-escalate situations related to homelessness. This initiative is scheduled to start after the announcement on May 29th. The teams are part of a plan to improve safety and coexistence in the neighborhood, which has seen a surge in homelessness. The Quebec government has allocated $1,200,000 in funding for this project. The presence of these 7 patrol teams is intended to provide support and help alleviate the issues associated with rising street-level homelessness. The deployment of these teams is a response to the growing concern about homelessness in the area and its impact on the community.
Cycling just got a whole lot smarter in our community. The city has reinstated its bike counter network, installing new sensors and a data platform along multiple cycling routes. This move is set to provide accurate information on cyclist traffic, which will be used to inform urban planning and safety improvements. The bike counting system had been offline since March due to funding issues, but as of May 29th, it's back up and running. This is great news for local cyclists, who will benefit from safer and more efficient routes. The city's team behind the project is excited to gather valuable insights, and we can expect to see positive changes in the way our city supports cycling in the future. With this new data, our community will become an even better place to ride.
Now let's check the sunshine ahead with our weather team, starting with today's clear skies.
A warm and sunny morning to start the day. On this date in history, the record high was set at 34.3 degrees Celsius back in 2023, which was part of a significant heat wave that affected our region. In contrast, the record low was set at 2.8 degrees Celsius in 2020, which was an unusually cold snap for this time of year. Normally, our climate averages are much milder, but these extremes give us a sense of the varied weather we can experience. As we start the day at 7 a.m., the current conditions are 9 degrees Celsius with a clear sky, and it's expected to be a beautiful day ahead. The temperature will rise to 13 degrees Celsius by 9 a.m. and continue to warm up to 17 degrees Celsius by noon, and eventually reach a high of 20 degrees Celsius. The wind will pick up, blowing from the southeast at a maximum of 53 kilometers per hour, which will feel gentle. The UV index is at 5, so no need to take extra precautions today. With no precipitation expected, it's a great day to get outdoors and enjoy the sunshine. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, we can expect a mix of clear skies and overcast conditions. Tomorrow will be similar to today, with a high of 19 degrees Celsius and a clear sky. Tuesday will bring overcast skies with a high of 24 degrees Celsius, and Wednesday will be back to clear skies with a high of 25 degrees Celsius. The rest of the week will see temperatures remaining warm, with highs in the mid-20s to 26 degrees Celsius, and a chance of rain on Friday with a 45% chance of precipitation. It's going to be a great week to get out and enjoy the warmer weather.
Up next, we break down traffic delays, highlight Comedy Festival on Scene, and spotlight Green Cafe & Co. We will be right back.
Watch the local sunset tonight at 6 p.m. for all your local Montreal news.
Morning commuters, a major hindrance is snarling St. Urban Street above Route 136, forcing traffic onto side streets and adding up to 15 minutes of delay. Westbound traffic on Claimant Bridge is also backed up, with a full lane closed and queues building toward the downtown core. The Bonaventure Expressway between Wellington Street and Victoria Bridge sees a lane closure and reconfiguration, slowing eastbound flow and creating intermittent stop-and-go conditions. On the construction front, Lacordaire Boulevard above Highway 40 runs a minor hindrance, but traffic is moving steadily. Autoroute 520, exit 3 east, has a brief slowdown from road work. Soligny Avenue between A25 and Honoré Beaugrand is experiencing a short delay, though drivers report clear passage beyond the work zone. All other major routes remain clear this morning. No transit disruptions are reported, so the metro and bus network runs on schedule. Expect the afternoon to stay relatively smooth if you avoid the 3 highlighted choke points.
The biggest story this week is the Canadiens Maple Leafs showdown on Wednesday, June 3rd at the Bell Centre, a classic rivalry that fills the arena and fuels city pride. Tickets are selling fast, so grab yours before the doors close. Tonight, comedy lovers can head to McKibben's on Bishop for a stand-up showcase that promises fresh laughs on the second floor. The lineup mixes local talent with surprise guests, perfect for a mid-week break. Looking ahead, Yadai MTL kicks off June 4th at Peel Basin, a family-friendly celebration of Japanese food, taiko drums, and workshops you won't want to miss. Kids can try origami and sample matcha desserts, making it a perfect weekend outing. Expect sushi, ramen, and street-style yakitori, plus live drumming that brings the harbor to life. And on Sunday, join a free sunrise yoga session at the Kondirunk Belvedere in Mount Royal Park. All levels welcome. A peaceful way to stretch, breathe, and end with a city panorama. That's your quick look at what's on, from sports thrills to culture and wellness. And now here's Tyler with sports.
Montreal's hockey city, and last night proved it twice over. History made in Montreal. The Victoires shut out Ottawa 4-0 to claim the first Walter Cup in franchise history and the first PWHL title won by a Canadian team. Marie-Philippe Poulin named playoff MVP, 8 postseason points, 1 championship. The captain delivered when it mattered most for Montreal. And Renée Desbiens wrote her name into PWHL history Sunday night, turning away every Ottawa shot in a cup-clinching shutout that capped what has been a dominant postseason run for the Victoire netminder. Desbiens was a wall throughout the playoffs, giving Montreal the goaltending backbone a championship team demands. A 4-0 final score tells you everything about how dominant she was in the biggest game of the season. For a franchise still writing its early chapters, this is the kind of performance that becomes legend, the shutout that brought the Walter Cup home to Montreal for the very first time. 20,000 fans packing downtown Montreal on May 30th, that was the scene at the Victoires Championship Parade, and it sent an unmistakable message about where women's hockey stands in this city. This was not a quiet celebration. It was a full-scale outpouring, a landmark moment that speaks to the growth of the PWHL and the passion of a Montreal fanbase that has fully embraced this team. The Victoire captured imaginations all season, and now they have captured a Walter Cup. In a hockey-obsessed city that knows championships, this one, the first for a Canadian PWHL franchise, carries real, lasting weight. Prince Usu came off the bench and delivered a stoppage-time hat trick, including the decisive penalty, as CF Montreal clawed back from 4-2 down to draw 4-4 with DC United.
Green Café & Co. in the Plateau Montreal neighborhood is now open for business, bringing a much-needed eco-friendly option to the community. This locally owned café on Rue St. Louis serves organic, fair-trade coffee, and plant-based drinks, all with a zero-waste approach. As the first of its kind in the area, it's a big deal for residents looking for a more sustainable daily routine. For Montreal, a city that prides itself on its green initiatives, Green Café & Co. is a welcome addition, offering a fresh alternative that's not only good for customers, but also for the environment. Coming up, Sun Youth's Heroes on Bikes celebrates over 80 kids, and a rally behind a brave father who saved residents.
Coming up tonight at 6, the local sunset. Your neighborhood, your city, your news. From City Hall decisions to the stories happening right on your street, we cover what matters most to Montrealers. Join us tonight at 6 p.m. on GMna for the local sunset, Montreal's evening newscast.
In various neighborhoods across Montreal, a fleet of shiny bikes became the symbol of a generation of compassionate kids. Through the Sun Youth Organization's Heroes on Bikes program, more than 80 young Montrealers who demonstrated exceptional kindness were rewarded with brand new bicycles. These children had spent their time helping seniors with groceries, cleaning up local parks, and showing generosity in countless other ways. As they received their bikes, beaming with pride, it was clear that their selfless actions had not gone unnoticed. One child, overwhelmed with joy, hugged their bike tightly, tears of happiness in their eyes. In this moment, it was clear that kindness is a gift that keeps on giving, and that the next generation of Montrealers is already making a profound impact on their community. As we start our day, remember that the smallest acts of kindness can have a lasting impact on those around us.
In the West Island neighborhood of Pierrefonds and Roxborough, a community has come together to celebrate a hero in their midst. A local father, who risked his life to pull his neighbors to safety during a devastating house fire, has been honored by the people he saved. The ceremony, a surprise to the father, was filled with emotional speeches and heartfelt thanks, as residents gathered to express their gratitude for his bravery. One neighbor recalled the father's selfless act, saying he pulled her and her children to safety just as the flames were spreading, his own injuries evident but his concern only for those around him. The community has also established a fund to cover the father's medical expenses, a testament to the neighborhood's solidarity and appreciation for his courage. As the community rallies around this courageous father, it's a reminder that kindness and gratitude can bring people together in the most powerful way.
Thank you, Montreal, for joining us on the local sunrise, especially with the incredible turnout of over 21,000 cyclists on Sunday. We loved sharing Sun Youth's Heroes on Bike story, rewarding over 80 kind-hearted kids. We'll see you again soon for another morning of local news and stories that matter.